Okay, what we're going to take a look at right now is how do we place objects next to one another? How do we take our div tags and place them next to one another? Now, what we know is that HTML actually reads top to bottom. So this is a perfect example of a page and how it reads top to bottom. But so often we want to put images and such over on other sides of our web pages. So how do we go about making something like this happen? Well, it's actually very easy. And what CSS has done for us, CSS has given us the ability to put objects next to each other. Okay, so we begin. And now I showed you another way to do this in two-column layout. And then also nesting tags, working with absolute and relative positioning. You can watch those videos if you'd like to. And again, there's a lot of different ways to do the same thing. So much really depends on your website and the content that you have. So it's actually, web design is very dynamic. So here we go. We have this first box that I made here. I called it purple box. I called it purple actually. We come to CSS styles and we find purple, and let me edit this guy here. Let's actually come to the box and let's just give it a margin. Oh good, I did. Let's give it a margin from the top too. Apply. Now what we want to do too is let's float this one left. Okay, now it doesn't move anywhere, but we wanted it to float left. Perfect. Now we're going to come in and we're going to insert another div tag. So we come to Window, Insert, Insert Div Tag, and let's name this one. We can actually say after tag. We can say after purple, and let's name this one green. I'm naming them by the color. We'll have a new CSS rule. We're gonna make it an ID. It's only going to apply to one HTML element. We're going to make a background. Again, I call this one green, so let's find a nice green color, a little bright. Go for that one. And we're going to take our box. We're going to make it 150 width by 250 pixels high. Now, what we need to do is we need to float this one left also. Okay. And the reason why I'm floating this one left, if I float it right, it will go all the way to the right side. But we want this one to be up with this one floating left. So let's see if this is going to work. And we are going to say for our margin, 10 pixels from the top, 10 pixels from the left. Apply. Okay. Okay. There we go. So we can keep moving. Let's do another one. Let's come to our insert panel. Window, insert, insert div tag. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to we'll go to the other one. We'll go underneath it. All right. So we go to green. Let's name this one pink. We'll make it a new CSS rule. We're going to say okay. Background, background, background. Again, I named this one pink. Let's find a nice color, pink. We come to our box. We have 150 by 250. We come here. We're going to say our top, 10 pixels from the top, 10 pixels from the left. And again, I'm floating this one left. Now, what I want to do is actually, let's hit OK. Okay, so there we have 3. 1, 2, 3. So we can just imagine what it would look like if we put colors in here. Now, let's take a tag and put it underneath. So if I wanted to go then underneath this, and then let's make the tag underneath this one bigger. We'll make it like 300 wide by 250 high. All right, so what I would do is I would come to my insert panel again, and I could insert another div tag. And again, I'm going to say after tag, and I'm going to make it after my pink box, and we'll name this one yellow. We're going to make it a new CSS rule. Again, we want to make an ID. We want it to only apply to one HTML element. We're going to say okay. We're going to give it this background, and we are going to find a nice yellow. And we're going to come to our box. Let's make this one the width. Let's make the width 450. Why not? Well, it'll be a little bit bigger than that, but actually I think if we do 470, it should be the exact same. And 250, and let's give it a margin from the top, a 10 pixel margin from the top, a 10 pixel margin from this side. Now, what we want to do is we want to float this one left, but we want to clear it. In order for it to go underneath, we need to say clear, and we'll say clear both. We want to clear it. We'll say okay, okay. And there it is. Voila. Let's preview this in Firefox. We'll hit save. All right, and what we can see is we can take what we have and we can arrange it. Now again, when we want to go to the next line, we have to clear. We have to clear it so we'll end up on the next side. So there we can have several div tags, and imagine we can put colors, so on and so forth. Now, okay, sorry for that interruption. I was cut off. My battery died. So you can see it's now plugged in. Always remember to charge your battery, everyone. But again, what I was saying was that you can really easily just drop photographs or different things of the sort into here. So thanks for listening. I'll end there. Have a good one.